It's Madden NFL 23, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers, and it's coming up next.
The tunnel may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Crosby of Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will get touchback. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. They're led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
It's showtime, baby.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again here with Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out-cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially at a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up on the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A give up the middle to Akers. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind a line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know if anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for good pickup. Rodgers now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Forced a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play that can just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. We'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Rodgers now on first down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty. Just an incomplete pass.
Their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first to goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. The defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it downfield and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off for the touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a 2nd down and 6. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 21. It's a 5-yard gain, but it'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
So defensively, 3rd down, you're thinking get the stop, maybe force the field goal try. Instead, he's able to shade free, not just get the first down, but get the touchdown as well.
Yeah, so much for the best laid plans, right? And you knew once he got past the line of scrimmage, he was gone. Got that head of steam behind him. Vroom, off to the races. The only surprise would have been if anyone caught him.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Rodgers.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. 7-7, our score after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense come back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now at this point.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it didn't complete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. And how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on it.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up. That's why you play zone defense. That you have people round the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
Rodgers throw brought in by Watson.
This is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with the completion.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Finds Lazard quickly on slant. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard, and the Packers have taken the lead.
And that one able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield down.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches in football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush 1, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for the team's 1st sack of the game.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that 1st sack in the game. It turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy has the legs to escape most of these.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now Rodgers.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on out upon it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw it.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando. And our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats for this first half of football so far.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
That was a nice job defensively disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. It finds his receiver, Watson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
Nice progress downfield was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on out and trying to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. All that remains is to snap this one, so that'll do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Take it in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. We gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring it down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it? Did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down at 17. Back to throw. Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Rodgers.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, to me, there's no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could walk down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Quick call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
So after that safety, now free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at the 33. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That would go for 20 on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right and stride. I think that throw exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, make it, set it aside, and move forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mayfield. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as a fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this to Lazard. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring out a 2nd down in just a couple. Rodgers going to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Rodgers.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1 here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, a pick on the opening drive. 2nd drive, not much better. O'Donnell, he's on punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in the 2nd half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores, bottom line. Got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
That one to the sideline and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Oftentimes, the president perfect for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Alan Lazard and the rest of the Packers back out for another drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And the Reds got him. They bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline to keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
What an advantage having the elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Rolling. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when the guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Like some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. They got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers to about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles, there with a pickup of 14 yards. Mayfield out. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And it gets to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. Open is Powell. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw for Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level the second half. No point allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Gay's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it, and as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 94 yards on ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on.
Well, definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mayfield. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. They've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
A give up the middle to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the end zone.
Wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
On the counter, this is Akers.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes you just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Dobbs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 8th catch for him now. It's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 37. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 57 yards on the ground for him so far. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we got them now.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay 1st.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
That confidence will lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's complete, right side to Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there. They knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First down, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
From the 31, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done the job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Mayfield. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. An inside give to Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets into 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know in the air of wide open football, a lot of sprint formations, more space. There's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now a first down carry by Jones.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.